Okay, so you've seen the title and you know that I've seen Disney's newest animated movie, Luca. I've also seen some interesting commentary that's been going around the movie's supposed themes. And well, I can say that some of them are interesting and nuanced, others are not so much. But before we get into any of that, let's just talk about the movie. Personally, I think the movie looks amazing. I mean, you can't deny that. Look at this.
Hey, that's pretty good.
The animation mixes in great, the faces are expressive so you know everything they're thinking, and I like the way how you can just tell they're using that Hotel Transylvania style of making it so that 3D models are moving in a 2D way. So the movie starts off with Fish Boy Luca and his day-to-day life of fish herding.
The first question that comes to mind that I want to ask is why?
Gonna be honest, don't really get the point of that since it looks like they can get out at any time, but hey, you do you. Anyway, he gets bored naturally, wondering what's beyond his small fish person community, and when he finds some trinkets from the surface, he meets Alberto, a fish boy who lives on the island. He takes him to the surface where we witness Luca's scales and other fish features are gone and replaced with skin and hair as he becomes a human. Now how he does this, I have no clue. Magic, biology,
I don't know.
It's never really explained. So, Alberto teaches Luca how to walk as a human, and the two quickly become friends, building makeshift Vespas, hanging out, goofing around all day long.
Ha! Gay!
But Luca's parents ended up finding out that he was going to the surface and decided to let him stay in the deep sea with his creepy see-through Uncle Ergo. Luca tells Alberto this, and the two decided that they would enter a human-filled town across the shore, get a Vespa, and travel the world. Yeah, I know it seems a bit childish, but to be fair, they are children. Once they're in town, things are going smoothly until Luca realizes that this town doesn't seem to take sea monsters too kindly. But before he can get the chance to convince Alberto they should leave, the antagonist What's-His-Face and his goon shows up, flexing his Vespa, who then bully the two fish people to the point of almost discovering their secret until Julia arrives and saves their tails. The three eventually get together and form a team to win the town triathlon, with Luca and Alberto's goals of using the money to get a Vespa and Julia's goal of being the hero who saves the town from What's-His-Face's reign of evil. But first, they run into a problem of getting money for the entry fee, so the boys help out Julia's dad with fishing since they know all the best spots. As this is happening though, Luca's parents show up to find Luca. For some reason they have motor skills so good that they not only know how to walk, run, and jump, but they also become FIFA 22 players.
By sheer coincidence.
But for some reason they can't tell what their son looks like in human form. Heck, they can't even recognize each other at first, even though all you need to do is hear him.
Really, nigga?
Anyway, the three go through a training montage with Alberto eating, Luca biking, and obviously Julia swimming. The more they hang out with Julia, she teaches Luca more about the world, with Alberto getting more jealous.
Later.
It gets so bad that as Luca asks Julia whether or not they can go to school with her, Alberto, being a dick, decides to ask if the school lets sea monsters go to school, with first showing that he is one.
Okay.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
But before he could say that Luca was a fish monster, he pulls out his trap reverse Uno card and acts as if he didn't know Alberto was a sea monster. But that doesn't work for long since Julia finds out that he's a sea monster as well. She tells Luca that he shouldn't be in town because it's dangerous, and she doesn't understand why he would risk his life for a Vespa. So, Luca swims back to the island to apologize to Alberto, but finds out that his father left him, how he feels that his father and Luca are better off without him since Luca is the good kid, that he's just a kid who ruins everything. Luca, hearing all that, decides to win the race himself, making up for the fact that water transforms him by wearing a scuba suit during the swimming portion of the competition. He quickly breezes through the eating portion of the competition, and during the final part of the bike race, Luca passes everyone including What's-His-Face, but unfortunately for him, it started raining.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Luckily, Alberto comes through with an umbrella, but unluckily, What's-His-Face catches up and knocks him down, exposing him as a fish person. And before he gets captured, Luca saves him, exposing himself as well. After that, they go through a chase scene with the whole town finding out, but ended up being okay with it due to Julia's monster of a dad.
Oh, hell no!
After that, Luca's parents showed up, and they ended up being okay with it because they saw him win the race with the support of his friends. In fact, they were so trusting that they let him stay with Julia and her mom as he attends school. So Luca gets to learn about the world, and Alberto gets to have a role in town with his father figure and Julia's dad. The end. Had a lot of fun watching this overall. Just an average Disney movie about being different that makes you feel good too. Which is what this is about, being different. I mean, this is shown several times during the movie, with Julia and her being considered the weird girl in town, how her father is born with one arm but has no trouble with it, how Alberto feels like an outcast due to how his father treated him, and of course, with all the fish people, specifically Luca and Alberto, because they're different species.
4 to 6 days later.
And that brings me to the controversy about this movie. A lot. And I mean a lot of people seem to think that this whole movie is about a gay relationship between Luca and Alberto because being a fish person is a allegory for being gay. Yeah, I don't get that given, one, they're kids. I mean, even when I was a tiny Zoonie, I didn't have the time to think about relationships. Two, there are other fish people than Luca and Alberto. And three, I'm pretty sure the creator themselves said that their relationship is purely platonic. Now I understand why you can simply say definitely author in response, but to do that could only be applied when speaking about questions in a work of fiction that can simply not be answered by trying to guess the author's intention. That's not what happened here. What's going on here is a bunch of shippers going out of control, using the LGBTQ plus community as a cudgel, and this isn't the first time this happened. Anyway, according to a Yahoo Entertainer interview with the creator, Enrico Casarosa, the story was based on his own experiences growing up. He also explains where he gets some of his inspirations from, like Spirited Away, Stromboli, etc. But the one that stands out is Stand By Me, which if you noticed if you watched the film, has clear parallels between the two in the aspect of friendship between Luca, Alberto, and Julia, with Georgie, Chris, Teddy, and Vern. But apparently when the info was released, it being a photo in the synopsis, about a boy named Luca as he experiences an unforgettable summer in a seaside town on the Italian Riviera, people thought for some reason that this movie created by Disney somehow parallels Call Me By Your Name, a bisexual romance story between a 17-year-old boy and a 24-year-old man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And just to make sure that y'all can't say I'm making stuff up, I decided to sit down and watch all three movies. Luca, Stand By Me, and Call Me By Your Name, just to be fair. And let me tell you, after watching all three, I am not amused with the latter comparison. It helps when Casarosa remarks, I love Luca's movies, and he's such a talent, but it really goes without saying that we really willfully went with a pre-pubescent story. This is all about platonic relationships.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping!
Keep in mind That is not to say that you can't have your own interpretations of the movie, but I find it hard to ignore the reality that the basic theme of this movie is about being different. Heck, even the creator said it himself. He even made tweets about it. How being a sea monster can represent all sorts of ways and how we feel different. Like being an outsider, or like you don't belong. While yes, this can include being gay and all that other stuff, but this can literally include anything else, like being disabled or being the new kid at school, being the only girl in your office, or worse, being a weeb. Anyway, I hope I explained it well enough to you why I like this movie. It's a good little fish out of water story that's about friendship. And hey, before I go, always remember, peaches are for eating, nothing else. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.